This episode is brought to you by Iams Pet Food. When you choose Iams dry dog or cat food, you can see a difference in your pet with your own eyes. Healthy energy in 5 days, healthy digestion in 10 days, and healthy skin and coat in just 25 days. Satisfaction for you and them. Guaranteed or your money back. Feed Iams dry dog or cat food and see a visible difference. Visit iams.com/difference to learn more.
Why settle for less when you can get more? Tampax Radiant gives you up to 100% leak-free protection. Because it is the only tampon that offers a textured grip and a leak guard braid to help stop leaks before they happen. Plus, a clean seal wrapper for a more clean and mess-free disposal. Don't settle for anything less. Get Radiant, get more.
This is Optimal Living Daily. Who's Really Got Your Back? Part 1 by Melani Schweder of abrighterwild.com. And I'm Justin Malik. Happy Friday. Welcome to one of the only podcasts in the world where articles are narrated to you for free with permission from the authors. And it's an award-winning podcast thanks to you. Today I have a bit of a longer post, so I'll read the first half and then finish the rest for you tomorrow. So with that, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. Who's Really Got Your Back? Part 1 by Melani Schweder of abrighterwild.com. Get comfy. I want you to close your eyes for just a moment if you're not driving or moving. Think of the first person you'd call in an emergency. Maybe you just lost your house and need somewhere to crash. Or perhaps you're in the middle of a terrible flare-up and need a ride to the hospital. Who do you have in your life that you trust to have your back in situations like this? Picture them very clearly in your mind. See their face. Feel their arms wrap around you. Hear the reassurance in their voice. Maybe even recall the way they smell. Chances are by now, you're feeling a flush of warmth and maybe a smile has crept onto your face. I definitely got a little grin going on. After all, it's in our nature to rely on each other, and we feel good when we consider the people who love and support us. Our brains especially crave connection and trust, and thrive when we know we're part of a group, our tribe as many call it. Now, keep that good feeling in the back of your head. We'll expand on it later. All people, regardless of circumstance, are healthier and happier when they have a strong support system. But the benefits are even more pronounced in people with serious health conditions or disabilities. I know for me, when I realized my illness wasn't just a passing fad, the importance of genuine caring relationships came roaring into the spotlight and made me seriously take stock of everyone I had in my life. But also around this time, it became clear that only a handful of people were going to stick around anyway. Chronic diseases have a special way of killing relationships, especially for those who are still quote-unquote young. So it clarified my perspective even more. It was sad to feel those losses, but after a while, it was obvious that the holes they left in their wake weren't all that big or important after all. You may have noticed that living with a chronic or invisible illness tends to polarize your interactions with people. Some of your friends or acquaintances seem to be uncomfortable with being confronted with your health issues, and you can feel them pull away. You can tell by watching their body language or even tapping into your energetic sense. These people generally fall off the face of the map within a few months of your diagnosis or other major life change, occasionally taking a piece of your heart and your trust with them. And this can hurt oh so badly. Believe me, I've been in this position a couple of times in my life already. There's nothing quite as painful as losing what you thought was a good, solid relationship to something as unpredictable as illness. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Those people weren't your true friends to begin with. Sadly, it just often takes a catastrophe to separate the good from the bad, the real from the fake, and the strong from the weak. But this post isn't about those people. It's about the ones that stand up and stick around, the ones who speak out and settle in, your real support system. I'm just now coming to realize one very important thing about the people we attract into our lives, that their unique fortitude and energy is often the most similar to our own. It's less about our shared past experiences, but how we choose to work with them. For example, it's probably easy to find someone who shares your diagnosis, or someone who struggles with the same addictions, or someone with the same socioeconomic background. But it's much more difficult to sift out the ones who have the same attitude, mindset, and mental or emotional strength that you do. A sieve of that power takes time and patience to create, but is the only reliable way to find the real diamonds. So, how do you even start identifying and attracting your tribe? Here's an easy little exercise to get you going. And hear that on tomorrow's episode. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled, "Who's Really Got Your Back?" by Melani Schweder of abrighterwild.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary.
Why settle for less when you can get more? Tampax Radiant gives you up to 100% leak-free protection. Because it is the only tampon that offers a textured grip and a leak guard braid to help stop leaks before they happen. Plus, a clean seal wrapper for a more clean and mess-free disposal. Don't settle for anything less. Get Radiant, get more.
Blinds.com is kicking off the savings early with Black Friday mega deals all month long. A Blinds.com design expert can help you make the perfect selection on your schedule. We can even handle everything from measure to your whole home installed for just one low cost. With over 25 million windows covered, Blinds.com is the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings. Save up to 45% on select styles, plus a free professional measure right now at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Thank you to Melanie. The focus here has been on chronic illness, but I think this applies to all sorts of life challenges. Maybe it's losing a job, or going through a divorce, or just hitting a rough patch. Some friends do pull away when things get tough. And that might be their own way of dealing with issues, withdrawing. But we do need people in our lives who will be there. Do you have that person or those people in your life? It's okay if you don't. But I do think it's important to question it, and if you are starting from scratch with finding these people and attracting them into your life, she has some strategies we'll hear in tomorrow's episode. But I'll leave it there for now, since we're just halfway through the article. So with that, stick around for tomorrow's show. Thank you for being here and listening every day, and an extra special thank you if you've shared this show with someone, maybe a close friend that you know is there for you during tough times. Maybe you can share this episode with them as a way to show your appreciation and basically tell them how you feel. Thank you again if you've ever shared this show with someone, and I'll see you tomorrow for part 2, where your optimal life awaits.